Ever thought about how you eat? Is it fast and furious or slow and savored? In today's fast-paced world, we often overlook the importance of being aware of what we eat and how we eat it. We're so caught up in our routines that we barely notice the flavors, textures, and sensations of our meals. This is where the concept of mindful eating comes into play. Mindful eating is not just a diet or a fad, it is a way of life, a practice that encourages us to slow down and appreciate the food we consume. It's about savoring each bite, understanding where our food comes from, and recognizing the nourishment it provides. Embracing mindful eating can transform our relationship with food. It can help us break free from unhealthy eating habits, fostering a sense of gratitude and satisfaction with our meals. Mindful eating might be the missing ingredient in your quest for a healthier and happier life. So, what exactly is mindful eating? It's not a diet or a quick fix. It is a philosophy. Let's delve into this philosophy and explore the concept of mindful eating. It's a journey that begins with a fresh perspective on how we interact with food. You see, mindful eating is about being fully present and engaged in the process of eating. It's about appreciating the sensory experiences, the taste, texture, and aroma of the food we consume. Imagine savoring each bite, allowing your taste buds to explore the flavors, your nose to capture the aroma, your fingers to feel the texture. It's about slowing down, taking your time to enjoy and appreciate the food, rather than rushing through meals or eating mindlessly while doing other tasks. But mindful eating is not just about the act of eating itself. It also involves making conscious food choices, choosing foods that nourish our bodies and align with our personal values and health goals. It's about recognizing and honoring our food preferences without judgment or guilt. Furthermore, mindful eating is about tuning into our body's hunger and satiety signals. It's about eating when we're truly hungry and stopping when we're comfortably full. It's about distinguishing between physical hunger and emotional hunger, and learning to nourish our bodies in ways that truly serve us. Mindful eating is a practice of awareness and self-care. It's about nurturing a healthy relationship with food and with ourselves. It's about enjoying food without guilt or restriction, and acknowledging food as a source of nourishment and pleasure. In essence, mindful eating is a practice that allows us to be more in tune with our bodies, our emotions, and our food choices. It encourages us to approach food with curiosity, kindness, and compassion, rather than judgment or fear. So, the next time you sit down to eat, try to bring a sense of mindfulness to the table. Take a moment to appreciate the food in front of you, the way it looks, smells, feels, and tastes. Listen to your body's hunger and satiety signals and honor them. Make conscious food choices that nourish your body and satisfy your taste buds. Mindful eating is an art, an experience that engages all our senses. Intrigued? Great! Now, how do we practice mindful eating? Well, it's a journey that begins with choosing the right food. This doesn't mean you must exclusively eat kale salads and quinoa bowls. Rather, it's about selecting foods that are nourishing and enjoyable, foods that make you feel good both during and after eating. In essence, it's about striking a balance between nutrition and indulgence. Next, we move on to the act of eating itself, which should be free from distractions. In our fast-paced world, it's all too common to eat while scrolling through social media, watching TV, or even working. But to truly practice mindful eating, we need to eliminate these distractions and focus solely on the food in front of us. By doing so, we can fully engage our senses and appreciate the taste, texture, and aroma of the food we're consuming. Speaking of appreciation, it's important to foster a sense of gratitude for the food we eat. Consider the journey your food has taken to reach your plate, the people who grew it, the process of preparing it, and the nutrients it provides. This sense of appreciation not only enhances the enjoyment of eating, but also fosters a deeper connection with our food and the world around us. Now, let's talk about pace. Many of us eat in a rush, barely taking the time to chew our food before swallowing it down. But mindful eating encourages us to slow down and savor each bite. Chewing slowly not only aids digestion, but also allows us to fully experience the flavors and textures of our food. It's a simple yet powerful way to transform the act of eating into a truly sensory experience. Finally, mindful eating involves listening to our bodies and stopping when we're full. This might sound obvious, but in a culture that often encourages overeating, it's a crucial step towards establishing a healthy relationship with food. By paying close attention to our hunger and fullness cues, we can avoid overeating and instead eat just the right amount to nourish our bodies. So, there you have it, the steps to practicing mindful eating. From choosing nourishing foods, eating without distractions, appreciating our food, chewing slowly, and stopping when full, each step plays a vital role in fostering a healthier and more peaceful relationship with food. And the beauty of it all is that these steps can be incorporated into any meal, no matter how simple or elaborate it may be. Remember, it's not about eating perfectly, it's about being aware and making healthier choices. It's about recognizing that food is more than just fuel. It's a source of enjoyment, connection, and nourishment. And by embracing mindful eating, we can transform the simple act of eating into a powerful tool for well-being. So, why should you practice mindful eating? What's in it for you? Glad you asked. The benefits of mindful eating are vast and transformative, and they extend far beyond the dinner table. Firstly, mindful eating can help reduce overeating. By focusing on each bite, savoring the taste, texture, and aroma of your food, you naturally slow down your eating pace. This gives your brain the necessary time to receive the signal from your stomach that you're full, helping you avoid that uncomfortable, overstuffed feeling. Secondly, this practice can aid in weight loss. When you eat mindfully, you're more likely to recognize when you're truly hungry versus when you're just bored or stressed. This awareness can prevent unnecessary snacking and ultimately lead to a decrease in calorie intake. Thirdly, mindful eating can be an effective tool in managing chronic conditions. For individuals living with diabetes or heart disease, being mindful of what and how much they eat is crucial. This practice encourages healthier food choices and portion control, both of which are key to managing these conditions. Moving on, let's talk about digestion. When we eat in a hurry, we often swallow large pieces of food, which can strain our digestive system. Mindful eating, on the other hand, encourages thorough chewing, which aids digestion. Plus, by eating in a relaxed state, our bodies are more prepared to absorb nutrients and digest food efficiently. Lastly, mindful eating enhances your overall well-being. It's not just about what you eat, but also about reconnecting with the joy of eating, appreciating the nourishment food provides, and listening to your body's cues. This can lead to a healthier relationship with food, improved mental health, and increased self-esteem. In essence, mindful eating is more than a diet or a fad. It's a way of life, a conscious decision to take control of your health and well-being, one bite at a time. Mindful eating can be a journey to self-discovery, a deeper connection with your body, and a healthier life. So what are you waiting for? The journey to a more mindful you starts now. So, to sum up, mindful eating is a simple yet powerful practice. It's a journey, not a destination. It's a practice that invites us to be fully present in our everyday life, to savor each moment, each bite, and to make conscious choices that nourish our body, mind, and soul. Let's take a quick stroll down memory lane to revisit the key points we've explored today. We've discovered that mindful eating is an approach that involves immersing ourselves in the experience of eating. It's about savoring the colors, textures, and flavors of our food, and appreciating the effort and resources that went into bringing it to our plates. It's a celebration of our senses, a symphony of taste, touch, sight, and smell. We also learned that mindful eating is about listening to our body's signals. It's about tuning into our hunger and fullness cues, and understanding that these signals are our body's way of communicating its needs. It's about respecting our body and honoring its wisdom. We've also delved into the steps to practice mindful eating. These steps are not rules to follow, but guidelines to help us cultivate a mindful relationship with food. They involve preparing our meals with intention, eating slowly and without distractions, and reflecting on our feelings and sensations during and after eating. We've also highlighted the myriad benefits of mindful eating. It can help us improve our relationship with food, enhance our digestive health, and foster a sense of gratitude and contentment. It can also be a tool to manage stress, improve mental health, and cultivate a more balanced and joyful life. Mindful eating is not just about what we eat, but how we eat. It's about transforming the act of eating into a mindful practice, a moment of connection with ourselves and the world around us. Mindful eating is not a diet, but a lifestyle. It's about nourishing your body and soul. So, are you ready to embark on this mindful journey? The path is clear. The journey is yours. Here's to a life full of mindful moments and blissful bites.